Man, what is this place? I remember someone telling me this is Everbloom. Now that we know where we are, welcome to a thrilling adventure into Everbloom Mythic Plus Season 3. In this content we'll provide with some tips and strategies for our 4 bosses, Witherbark, Dulu and the Ancient Protectors, Archmage Saul and the infamous Yalan. Don't forget to like and subscribe, this lets me know if you like our content. Thank you and let's begin. Our first boss encounter is Witherbark. This living tree has grown as a result of his insatiable water appetite, consuming his stores of aqueous energy. As Witherbank reaches 0 energy, he will cast brittle bark, causing him to take double damage. He will then spawn water bubbles that move towards him. The water bubbles can be killed by players to extend the damage. Tanks make sure to keep the boss pointed away from the group to avoid casting the frontal parched gasp on the group, as it will unleash a torrent of unbridled damage to the group. Healers, keep your team topped during the intermission when the aqueous globules run over vines. These will deal group damage for everyone that gets soaked. DPS, be proactive with placing your new vines, as extending the intermission phase is crucial to defeating this boss quickly. After defeating Witherbark, our next encounter will be Life Warden Gola, Earthshaper Telu and the mighty Dulu, the Ancient Protectors. This fight focuses on 2 casters and one that can be kited around by the tank. Gola will cast Revitalize if not interrupted. This will cause the fight to slow down as it will heal a protector for 15% of their max health in addition to 5% every 2 seconds for 10 seconds. Telu will cast Toxic Bloom if not interrupted. Toxic Bloom will cause a nature damage and stun all players for 4 seconds. Tanks, during the fight Dulu will charge you periodically, so try to kite him away from the group, to avoid Dulu leaving Toxic Puddle on the floor which will last for the entire fight. Healer, throughout the fight, Gola and Telu will alternate casting group-wide damaging spells. It is very important to keep the group topped off and while coordinating cooldowns. DPS, the bosses do not share health, and do not heal each other after one dies, so AoE what you can and be sure to work on interrupting casters while burning the bosses down with damage. Arriving to our 3rd boss of Everbloom, Archmage Saul. This boss loved to cast Cinderbolt Storm and combine them with Glacial Fusion. Once Glacial Fusion is bind casted, she will then use Spatial Compression to bring the party together. If you're not careful, the party can get trapped in the Glacial Fusion, resulting damage over time. So the best strategy for healer is to pay attention at the group's health during this time during Cinderbolt Storm. With regarding DPS, Archmage will target the farthest DPS from her with Spatial Compression, which pulls the whole group to it when it explodes. One DPS player should stand in range to attract the orbs, while the rest runs away from them. Once Archmage Saul has been vanquished, go through the portal to face Yalnu. Make sure to stay out of the front, let the tank have a face-to-face with Yalnu, the rest of the team focus on killing adds as they spawn throughout the fight. These can quickly overrun your group and cause a wipe. Stomp on the lashers that spawn when the boss channels Genesis. Any that are not stomped will grow into lashers which can quickly kill your tank. Tanks, make sure to keep the boss and any adds facing you and not the group throughout the fight to avoid a wipe. You as a tank will also get stunned from Colossal Blow, to make sure to move either right or left, form the cone and return to facing the boss. Healers, Yalnu will spawn Flourishing Ancients, which are big trees. They will pulse high group damage every 3 seconds with their buff, Vibrant Flourish. Plan your cooldowns and coordinate with your team for these spawns. DPS, try focusing on the Flourishing Ancients when they spawn, as these adds will quickly overwhelm the group if they are left alive too long. Pay attention to the lasher spawns during Genesis. These adds will overwhelm the tank if not stomped on. I really hope that you have found this strategies helpful when running Everbloom's bosses. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.